Hi, I'm Alex, and this is Pucks and Paperbacks. This month, I'm dedicating solely to middle grade. It's middle grade March, and I participated last year and found some of my favorite books of the year, so I can't wait to participate again. Middle grade March is also a readathon that is hosted throughout the whole month. You can check my description for all of the information, including the hosts, where you can find the prompts, and the group book. But the objective is just to read a middle grade book in the month of March, and you have successfully completed middle grade March. I believe you can also double up on prompts if needed. I will have a book rec video going up this month with some recommendations if you're looking to read more queer middle grade. Now let's go over the challenges and my hopefuls for the readathon. The first prompt is to read an award-winning middle grade book that isn't the Newbery. I'm hoping to read Healer of the Water Monster by Brian Young. This won the American Indian Youth Literature Award for Best Middle Grade. First, can we take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this cover is? I love this. It is gorgeous. Healer of the Water Monster is about a young Diné or Navajo boy who is spending the summer with his grandmother to work on a science project, but really he wants to escape his family since he's dealing with, I think it's a divorce, and his father has a new girlfriend, so he is staying with his grandmother just to escape life. While he's visiting his grandmother on the Navajo reservation for the summer, he meets a new friend, a water monster, and embarks on a journey. From the reviews I've read and watched from Diné folks, though I will mention that Kim is Hopi, her husband is Diné. She has said that this was amazing. I will have the links down below to both of the reviews. First is from Neil, who is Diné, and Kim, as always, is awesome. She has a whole video sharing a lot of her favorite Indigenous middle grade, so if you're looking for some recommendations, Kim is awesome. You can always check my description for anything I mention in videos. Just from the cover alone, I'm sold. You will see a pattern in this video that a lot of these books are out of my comfort zone. We're not just sticking with contemporary here. I am trying to derail off the tracks and try and see if I like SFF. Neil and Kim both highly talk about this book as well as other Indigenous folks in the community, but they also mentioned that this focuses on DNA storytelling. I feel like this is going to be a good one. I'm excited to step out of my comfort zone. Kim did mention this isn't magical realism, but since there is a water monster, there are some fantastical elements, but it is not magical realism. And it also won an award, so I think it's pretty promising. Honestly, the reviews hyped me up so much that I want to read it right now. The next prompt is to read a sci-fi dystopian or apocalyptic book, and I was going to skip this, but 2023 is the year that I am stepping out of contemporary and trying to find other genres that I may like. I am so intimidated by SFF just because I feel like I personally can't comprehend it. Starting with middle grade, and I'm going to try and see what's for me. I think I just need to find the book for me, so I am going to read Dragon Pearl by Yoon Ha Lee. This is a space opera with a twist on Korean mythology about a 13-year-old girl, Min, who comes from a line of fox spirits. She's a shapeshifter who can shapeshift into anything, like a table for instance, but her mother doesn't want her shapeshifting to save and protect the family. For Min, she feels hemmed by the household rules and is counting down the days till she can escape her planet Jinju. So when she finds out her brother is in trouble for leaving his post to go and catch the Dragon Pearl, she has to go with. So she goes and tries to find him, and I believe this is going to be so chaotic and just have a lot of action. That is what I have heard when I was researching this book. I did watch an interview with the author, and he talked about why it's important for him to add queer characters to his stories and talked about just having subtle rep. There is a non-binary side character in Dragon Pearl, but they do have their own story, which is Tiger Honor, and I believe that just came out this year. Anyway, I have the audiobook for this. It sounds epic. This is my problem, is I love reading what sci-fi books and fantasy books are about, but I can never actually get myself to read it. So this is my accountability. This sounds really good. It is written by a queer trans man, so that is one reason why I want to read it more, but honestly, it sounds fantastic, and I can't wait to read it. Read a middle grade book with a sky or sea on the cover. I have two picks for this. first is The Sea in the Winter by Christine Day, and another is a Peter Pan retelling, Sisters of the Never Sea by Cynthia Liddick Smith. Both were recommended by Michelle at Thor Wants Another Letter, and they have a whole video recommending Heart Drum books that they have read, and Heart Drum is a HarperCollins imprint, and it features Indigenous works, especially middle grade. Definitely go and check out that video if you're looking to add more Indigenous books to your TBR, but they also talk about romance. Read a middle grade about a neurodivergent character. I picked up Moonwalking by Zeta Elliott and Lynn Miller Latchman from my library. I will put a picture up because there is a glare on my library book. This is written in verse following two boys in 1980s Brooklyn as they become friends and connect over their love of art. I actually read Say Her Name by Zeta Elliott, so I'm really excited to read this. I love middle grade in verse. Two middle grade written in verse were my favorite books of 2022, so this sounds promising. I'm really excited to read it. One of the boys in the book, JJ, is autistic, and the author, Lynn Miller Latchman herself, is actually autistic, so I'm super excited to read this one. It sounds so cool, and honestly, can I just say again, the cover, there are so many pretty covers in middle grade right now, and this one sounds amazing. Read a middle grade book that came out in the last year. I'm going out of my comfort zone again. This is Theo Tan and the Fox Spirit by Jesse Q. Sutanato, and this is a fantasy. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. I didn't even realize when I was putting this list together, but I have two fox stories. This time it is Chinese folklore. After inheriting a grieving fox spirit, Theo Tan must embrace his heritage to solve the mystery of his brother's death. This sounds amazing. I love stories like this. I love a good mystery about grief. This is pitched as a fast-paced, magical, action-packed middle grade fantasy, and for the prompt, it published in May of 2022. I have the audiobook on Libby for this, as well as Dragon Pearl. Those are my hopefuls for middle grade March, the readathon. Then I have a few other middle grade that I'm going to talk about here. For Buzzwordathon, I have some arcs that I want to prioritize that come out this month or just in the next couple months. So first off, I have Buzzwordathon, and this month's word is secret. So I have the Secret Sunshine Project by Benjamin Dean. I've been trying to get around to this one, so I'm hoping to actually read it for the queer weekend that's coming up from March 25th to the 26th. I will be vlogging for that. I do it every year. I love the March queer weekend. It's the only one that I personally can get to, but it is a weekend version of the Queer Lit Readathon. Check my description for more information. This is following B, who I believe is one of the characters from his debut novel, Me, My Dad, and the Rainbow, and she had so much fun at Pride, but now a lot of things have happened in her life, and she feels like there is a dark cloud around her and her whole family, so it is up to her to bring pride to the countryside, and I think this is going to be so cute. I love Benjamin Dean. I think he's an excellent middle grade writer, and I loved his debut, Me, My Dad, and the End of the Rainbow. It was great, so super excited to get into this one. Now, here are some of the books that I want to prioritize this month that are arcs or review copies. I was recently sent Camp Quilt Bag by AJ Sass and Nicole Melleby from Algonquin Young Readers. Basically, this is about two queer and trans kids who go to a LGBT inclusive camp, and I ended up getting a friendship bracelet in the mail with my book, and it made my whole day. I have my whole vlog where I actually unboxed it, so I'll have it linked up above for you. It's my recent weekly vlog, and I think I'm gonna do a weekly vlog for this. Let me know if you would like to see that. I don't have a lot of books that are coming out this month to do a full 2023 releases vlog, but I honestly might just do a solo vlog for this one. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I'm super excited for this. Thank you again to Algonquin Young Readers for sending me a copy. I love books that are set at camp, but making it queer and trans is so much better. Releasing on April 18th is Jude Saves the World by Ronnie Riley, which is another trans middle grade, and I was sent this from Scholastic, so thank you so much to them. This is about Jude, who is a 12-year-old non-binary kid. This is just about a non-binary kid existing. There is some coming out and gender identity things in here, and I just think that this is going to be great. I'm super excited to read this. I think that it also might have a neurodivergent character, but We will see. It's one of my most anticipated releases of the year. Ash Van Otterloo blurbed it, and speaking of Ash Van Otterloo, they sent me their newest release, which is coming out May 16th, The Beautiful Something Else. It is beautiful. I'm so excited to read it. This also has some gender exploration and I believe a non-binary lead. Shout out to Ash for actually sending me a copy of their book. I'm super excited to read it. I think I might also try and get to it during the queer weekend. And last, for my bi-monthly book club over on Patreon, in March we chose the genre sci-fi. We will be reading the solar punk novella A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. I am still going to be solely dedicating my month to middle grade, but I will be reading this novella and I'm super excited because I've heard a lot of good things about Becky Chambers, and I will be reading it for Tour.comathon, which is going on the whole month, hosted by Beautifully Bookish Bethany, so I decided to throw it into that readathon and low-key participate. If you would like to join us, my Patreon link is always down below. You can pledge $1 to have access to my Patreon book club and to my private Discord. Want to know more of my thoughts on queer and trans books? Feel free to hit subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a video. I am at Pucks and Paperbacks over on Instagram, which is the best way to follow me for video updates because YouTube sucks sometimes and it likes to unsubscribe people and also just not notify you about my videos. So if you want to be in touch with me and all of my content, Instagram is the best way to do so. Let me know what you are going to be reading in March. Are you participating in middle grade March? Let's talk in the comments. When you like and comment, it really helps out my channel, so thanks if you do. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.